Welcome to Lighthouse of Buddhist, where we illuminate the timeless wisdom of Buddhism and Zen to guide you through life's challenges. In today's fast-paced world, mastering your emotions, embracing mindfulness, and practicing compassion are vital tools for personal growth and inner peace. Join us as we explore transformative practices like living in the present, letting go of attachments, and fostering non-violence, principles rooted in centuries of Buddhist teachings. These insights will help you cultivate emotional resilience, reduce stress, and lead a more fulfilling life. 1. Living in the present. In the teachings of Buddhism and Zen, true mastery over our emotions arises from the ability to remain anchored in the present moment. Rather than being held captive by memories of the past or consumed by fantasies of the future, the focus is placed entirely on the here and now. This philosophical approach encourages a profound awareness that helps liberate us from impulsive reactions, allowing for more thoughtful and measured responses to life's situations. The present moment, in its simplicity, is all we truly possess. Yet, it is often overlooked, as the mind tends to wander either into the regrets or joys of the past, or into the hopes or fears of what lies ahead. This constant oscillation creates emotional instability, clouding our ability to respond wisely to what is directly in front of us. By deliberately training the mind to be fully present, as encouraged in Buddhist and Zen traditions, we cultivate the ability to observe our thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them. This practice not only sharpens our awareness, but also fosters a deeper sense of emotional control. We begin to recognize that emotions are not simply automatic reactions to external events. Rather, they are shaped by the interpretations we place upon these events, which are influenced by our mental conditioning. When we are rooted in the present, our interpretations become clearer, allowing us to respond to life's ups and downs with a sense of calm and balance. Mindfulness becomes the tool through which we can manage our emotions with greater ease. It teaches us to observe without judgment, enabling us to disengage from the automatic reactions that often arise from anger, fear, or sadness. By maintaining this neutral stance, we create a mental space where we can thoughtfully choose how to act, rather than being driven by fleeting emotional impulses. The concept of mindfulness, central to both Buddhism and Zen, serves as the foundation for this transformation. Mindfulness is not about suppressing emotions, but about gaining insight into their fleeting nature. It allows us to see emotions as temporary states that arise and pass, rather than letting them define our actions or control our state of mind. This awareness grants us the power to handle difficult situations with poise and to maintain inner peace even in the midst of emotional turbulence. Mastering the art of staying present goes beyond mere emotional regulation. It leads to a deeper sense of inner peace. Life's inevitable challenges, stresses, and uncertainties no longer wield the same power over us because we are no longer reacting impulsively to them. Instead, we approach each moment with a clear mind and a steady heart, capable of navigating life's complexities without being thrown off balance. Buddhism and Zen remind us that by controlling our thoughts and emotions in the present, we shape not only our current experience, but also our future. The way we respond to life's events today sets the trajectory for our growth and well-being tomorrow. In this sense, mastering the present moment is not just about finding peace in the now. It is about cultivating a path toward a more fulfilled and harmonious life. This practice of mindfulness and emotional mastery is not achieved overnight. It requires consistent effort and patience. Just as we train the body through exercise, the mind too must be trained. But with time and dedication, the benefits become clear. We begin to experience life with greater clarity, less stress, and more compassion, both for ourselves and for others. In sum, the key to emotional mastery lies not in dwelling on what has been or worrying about what may come, but in fully engaging with the present. This is the essence of Buddhist and Zen teachings, which offer a timeless path toward mental clarity, emotional stability, and lasting peace. Through the practice of mindfulness and present awareness, we gain the strength to rise above life's fluctuations and to navigate the world with a calm, centered mind. 2. Emotional mastery. Emotions are not merely spontaneous responses to what happens around us. They are also powerful forces that shape the course of our future. When left unchecked, emotions can cloud our judgment and lead us toward hasty decisions, often resulting in regret or missed opportunities. However, by learning to cultivate calmness in the face of emotional turbulence, we can take control of our lives and steer them toward better outcomes. In the realm of philosophy, the mastery of one's emotions is seen not just as a tool for mental well-being, but as a path toward deeper self-awareness and wisdom. Emotional reactions are often tied to our most immediate desires and fears, and when we let these fleeting impulses guide our actions, we lose touch with the broader perspective of our lives. Emotions, if not regulated, can become a prison that confines us to patterns of reaction, limiting our freedom to choose how we engage with the world. By cultivating emotional balance, we open the door to better decision-making. In moments of calm, the mind becomes clear, and we are able to perceive situations more objectively. This clarity allows us to step back from the heat of the moment, assess the situation without bias, and respond in ways that are thoughtful and wise. Calmness, then, becomes not just a tool for survival in the face of challenges, but a means to thrive, as it fosters sound judgment and thoughtful action. The ancient teachings of both Western and Eastern philosophy have long emphasized the importance of emotional self-regulation. The Stoics, for instance, believed that true happiness comes not from external circumstances, but from an internal mastery of one's emotional state. In this view, the ability to remain unmoved by life's fluctuations is the hallmark of a wise person. Similarly, Buddhist and Zen traditions teach that by observing our emotions without attachment, we can gain mastery over them and, in doing so, cultivate a sense of inner peace that is unaffected by external events. This mastery of emotions does not mean suppressing or ignoring them. Instead, it involves recognizing them as transient and understanding their root causes. In doing so, we prevent ourselves from being swept away by the immediate intensity of our feelings. By observing emotions rather than being controlled by them, we can navigate life's difficulties with equanimity and grace, finding solutions that are rooted in reason rather than impulse. The benefits of emotional mastery extend far beyond momentary peace. Research in modern psychology has shown that individuals who practice emotional regulation tend to experience better mental health overall. They report lower levels of anxiety and depression as they are not constantly battling internal emotional storms. This emotional resilience also enhances cognitive function, improving one's ability to solve problems and make decisions, as the mind is no longer bogged down by unproductive emotional states. In moments of stress, our first instinct may be to react impulsively, driven by fear, anger, or frustration. However, when we have trained ourselves to remain calm, we open up a space for reflection. In this space, we can consciously choose our response rather than allowing our emotions to dictate our actions. This shift from reaction to reflection not only improves the quality of our decisions, but also strengthens our relationships with others as we become more patient, empathetic, and understanding. Ultimately, the mastery of emotions is about more than just feeling better in the moment. It is about shaping a better future. The calmness we cultivate today sets the stage for clearer thinking and wiser decisions tomorrow. In this way, our emotions, once regulated, become powerful allies in the pursuit of a fulfilling and meaningful life. By learning to manage them effectively, we pave the way for personal growth, greater mental well-being, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with confidence and poise. 3. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness serves as a powerful tool for cultivating self-awareness, enabling you to observe your thoughts and emotions without being overwhelmed by them. By fostering this heightened sense of awareness, mindfulness plays a crucial role in the regulation of emotions, helping to alleviate stress and anxiety. Through the regular practice of mindfulness, one begins to perceive the flow of thoughts and feelings as transient phenomena rather than immutable truths. This detachment from the constant stream of mental chatter creates space for clarity, allowing you to engage with the present moment fully. Philosophically, the practice of mindfulness can be seen as a path toward deeper insight into the nature of the mind. In traditional teachings, especially within Buddhist and Zen philosophy, mindfulness is regarded not simply as a method for relaxation, but as a means to transcend the habitual patterns that dominate our thinking. By anchoring ourselves in the present moment, we step outside the cycle of repetitive, negative thoughts and emotions that often lead to suffering. This deliberate focus on the present is not an escape, but a way of engaging with life as it unfolds, without attachment to the past or anxiety about the future. Meditation, the cornerstone of mindfulness, strengthens this awareness by providing a structured way to train the mind. In meditation, you are encouraged to observe your thoughts and feelings with curiosity and without judgment. By doing so, you learn to identify patterns of thought that typically lead to stress or emotional turmoil. Over time, the regular practice of meditation fosters a deep inner calm, which serves as a foundation for emotional stability. It teaches you to approach life's inevitable challenges with equanimity and poise, rather than being swept up in emotional reactivity. The detachment fostered by mindfulness is not a cold, dispassionate state, but rather a compassionate distance. It allows you to view your thoughts and emotions with kindness, acknowledging their presence without becoming entangled in them. This subtle shift in perspective opens the door to greater emotional resilience. When you are no longer at the mercy of every passing thought or feeling, you can respond to situations with more thoughtfulness and intentionality. Rather than reacting impulsively, you begin to act from a place of calm and considered understanding. This practice has profound implications for stress reduction. Stress often arises from our attachment to outcomes, our fear of failure, or our anxiety about things beyond our control. Mindfulness helps to dissolve these attachments by bringing our focus back to the present, the only moment where we can truly exert influence. By grounding ourselves in the now, we free ourselves from the mental chains that bind us to the what-ifs and if-onlys that fuel stress. In this way, mindfulness becomes not just a practice, but a way of being, an approach to life that emphasizes peace, clarity, and presence. Furthermore, the philosophical aspect of mindfulness invites us to consider the impermanence of all things. Thoughts and emotions, like all aspects of life, are in a constant state of flux. By recognizing this impermanence, we develop the ability to let go of negative emotions and thoughts as they arise, knowing that they are temporary. This understanding transforms how we relate to our internal experiences, encouraging a sense of freedom and lightness, even in the face of adversity. Incorporating mindfulness into daily life creates opportunities for growth and transformation. Each moment becomes an opportunity to practice awareness, whether in the act of breathing, walking, or engaging in conversation. By integrating mindfulness into everyday activities, you strengthen your ability to remain present, reducing the tendency to become lost in thought or overwhelmed by emotion. This, in turn, enhances your emotional well-being, making it easier to navigate life's complexities with a sense of calm and focus. Ultimately, the practice of mindfulness leads to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. By observing your thoughts and emotions without attachment, you cultivate inner peace, emotional balance, and mental clarity. It is a path that not only reduces stress, but also enriches your experience of life, allowing you to live with greater intention and harmony. Through mindfulness, you discover that the present moment holds infinite possibilities for growth, connection, and peace. Fourth, letting go of attachments. Letting go of attachments to outcomes, possessions, or relationships liberates the mind and heart, allowing you to experience life with greater freedom and less emotional turmoil. In the philosophy of detachment, the act of releasing our grasp on things we deem essential, whether material items, expectations, or even relationships, opens the door to a more peaceful existence. The less we cling to specific outcomes or the need for control, the more we are able to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and composure. Practicing detachment in this sense is not about indifference or lack of care. Rather, it is about cultivating a healthy relationship with the world around us. By recognizing the impermanence of all things, we begin to release the anxiety that stems from our desire to hold on to them. When we detach, we acknowledge that nothing is fixed or guaranteed, and this acceptance brings a profound sense of ease. Instead of being bound by fear or worry over losing something or someone, we become more adaptable and resilient in the face of life's inevitable changes. This philosophy of non-attachment is particularly beneficial when applied to our expectations. So often, stress arises from the gap between what we expect and what actually unfolds. When we let go of rigid expectations, whether about how a situation should play out or how others should behave, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. This flexibility enables us to respond to life's twists and turns with openness, seeing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than sources of distress. Detachment also fosters emotional freedom by allowing us to engage with others and the world around us without becoming overly dependent on them for our happiness. When we place too much emphasis on external factors, whether it's material success, relationships, or the validation of others, we set ourselves up for disappointment. By practicing detachment, we shift our focus inward, cultivating a sense of inner fulfillment that is not contingent upon external circumstances. This shift leads to a more stable and enduring sense of well-being, one that is not easily shaken by life's inevitable ups and downs. Furthermore, detachment helps reduce stress by encouraging us to release the illusion of control. Life is inherently unpredictable, and the more we try to control outcomes, the more we invite frustration and anxiety. Detachment reminds us that while we can influence certain aspects of our lives, we cannot control everything. By surrendering to the flow of life and accepting uncertainty, we cultivate a sense of peace and resilience. This mindset allows us to face challenges with a calm heart and a clear mind, knowing that we are not defined by the outcomes of our efforts. In relationships, detachment fosters healthier connections by reducing emotional dependence. It allows us to love and appreciate others without clinging to them or fearing change. This creates space for more authentic and meaningful relationships, where each person is valued for who they are, not for what they provide or represent. Detachment doesn't mean disengagement. Rather, it enhances our ability to connect deeply with others while maintaining emotional balance and independence. Ultimately, The practice of detachment leads to emotional freedom. By loosening our grip on the things we cannot control, we free ourselves from the constant cycle of worry, fear, and stress. This newfound freedom allows us to engage with life more fully, embracing change and uncertainty with confidence and ease. In letting go, we discover a deeper sense of peace and stability, one that is rooted not in external possessions or outcomes, but in our ability to remain calm, centered, and open to whatever life brings our way. 5. Deep breathing techniques, such as the 4-7-8 breathing method, offer an effective way to calm both the mind and body. By consciously regulating your breath, you tap into a simple yet potent tool for emotional management and overall mental well-being. The power of this practice lies in its ability to activate the body's natural relaxation response, helping to ease tension and bring clarity to the mind. The 4-7-8 breathing technique, which involves inhaling for a count of 4, holding the breath for 7, and then exhaling slowly for 8, is rooted in ancient traditions of mindfulness and meditation. This rhythmic pattern not only helps to slow the heart rate, but also soothes the nervous system, shifting the body from a state of stress or agitation to one of calm and balance. It's a technique that can be practiced anytime, whether in moments of anxiety, during stressful situations, or as part of a daily routine to cultivate a more peaceful mindset. The beauty of breath control is in its simplicity. It reminds us that one of the most accessible tools for managing our emotions is always within us. Through controlled breathing, we can directly influence our physiological state, bringing ourselves back to a grounded and centered place. As a result, emotions that might otherwise feel overwhelming are easier to navigate, giving us the space to respond with greater clarity and composure. By incorporating techniques like 4-7-8 breathing into daily life, we not only improve our mental health but also enhance our emotional resilience, better equipping ourselves to handle life's challenges with calm and confidence. 6. Pause and reflect. Before reacting to any situation, take a moment to pause and reflect. This simple technique holds significant power in helping you avoid impulsive responses, allowing you to make more thoughtful decisions. By pausing, you create a mental space where you can carefully consider your emotions, thoughts, and the potential consequences of your actions. Instead of immediately reacting, you can step back, observe the situation from a broader perspective, and respond in a way that aligns with wisdom rather than impulsiveness. This brief moment of reflection acts as a buffer between your initial emotional reaction and your final action. It enables you to regulate your emotions more effectively and approach situations with clarity. When you practice this regularly, you'll notice that your reactions become more measured and deliberate, leading to better outcomes in your interactions and relationships. Impulsive reactions, while sometimes offering short-term relief, often lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and unnecessary stress. On the other hand, a calm, thoughtful response fosters harmony, deeper understanding, and lasting peace. The essence of this technique lies in cultivating self-awareness and mindfulness. By consciously choosing to pause, you heighten your awareness of how emotions drive your actions. You become better at recognizing emotional triggers and patterns, allowing you to break free from the cycle of reactive behavior. This enhances not only your emotional control, but also your capacity for empathy and understanding toward others. When you're not immediately caught up in the heat of the moment, you can approach others with more compassion and patience, improving the quality of your interactions. Additionally, taking a moment to pause before responding strengthens your decision-making skills. In high-pressure or stressful situations, this practice allows you to assess the situation more thoroughly, consider the available options, and choose the best course of action. This reduces anxiety, as you're no longer pressured to respond instantly. Instead, you give yourself the time and mental space to respond wisely and constructively. As you integrate this habit into your daily life, you'll likely experience a greater sense of calm and resilience. You'll become less reactive and more thoughtful, which will positively impact both your personal and professional relationships. By creating a habit of pausing and reflecting, you avoid actions or words that could harm your connections with others, making you a more reliable and understanding presence in their lives. In essence, this practice encourages a shift from living reactively to living mindfully. It transforms moments of stress into opportunities for growth and understanding, allowing you to navigate life with greater ease and emotional stability. A thoughtful pause not only benefits your emotional well-being, but also contributes to the overall harmony of your interactions with others. By choosing reflection over reaction, you pave the way for a more peaceful, fulfilling life, both for yourself and those around you. 7. Practicing gratitude. Daily. Gratitude refocuses your attention from what you may perceive as missing to what is already present and plentiful in your life. This simple yet profound shift in mindset has far-reaching effects on your emotional well-being. When you consistently practice gratitude, you cultivate an attitude of appreciation, which can significantly elevate your mood and bring a sense of contentment. Rather than being consumed by desires or dissatisfaction, you begin to acknowledge and value the good that surrounds you, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Gratitude has a powerful impact on reducing anxiety. By focusing on the positive aspects of your life, you naturally calm the mind, steering it away from worry and the endless cycle of what-if thinking. This shift helps you develop a more balanced emotional state, as gratitude encourages you to be present and recognize that, despite challenges or setbacks, there is always something to be thankful for. In turn, this practice can create a buffer against stress and negative emotions, fostering emotional resilience. Another significant benefit of gratitude is the way it strengthens relationships. When you express genuine appreciation for the people in your life, it deepens your connections with them. It encourages you to acknowledge the value others bring into your life, whether through their kindness, support, or simply their presence. This not only makes the people around you feel more valued, but it also helps you cultivate stronger bonds built on mutual respect and positive reinforcement. Gratitude naturally fosters a sense of empathy and compassion, making interactions more meaningful and reducing conflict. Moreover, gratitude can act as a transformative force in how you relate to others. When you consistently approach your relationships with appreciation rather than expectation or judgment, you create an environment where positive connections thrive. This promotes a healthier dynamic, whether it's with family, friends, or colleagues, as the energy of gratitude invites more openness and kindness into your interactions. The more you practice gratitude, the more it becomes a natural part of how you engage with the world, making both you and those around you happier and more fulfilled. Incorporating daily gratitude into your routine doesn't require grand gestures. It can be as simple as taking a few moments each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for, whether it's a peaceful morning, a good conversation, or even a small personal achievement. By doing so, you train your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack, cultivating a mindset that fosters long-term well-being. Ultimately, gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion, but a way of life. It encourages you to live with a deeper awareness of the present, appreciating both the challenges and the joys. As you continue this practice, you'll find that your perspective shifts from one of scarcity and longing to one of abundance and fulfillment. The benefits extend far beyond your own well-being, influencing how you connect with others and how you view the world around you. Through daily gratitude, you can create a life filled with more peace, joy, and meaningful relationships. 8. Embracing change. Change is an unavoidable part of life, and how we respond to it can make all the difference. Embracing change with openness and acceptance allows you to turn potential obstacles into opportunities for personal and emotional growth. When you stop resisting the natural flow of life's transformations and instead adapt to them, you create space for self-improvement and new possibilities. Having a flexible mindset is key to navigating these transitions smoothly. Flexibility helps you maintain a sense of balance when faced with the unexpected, reducing the stress that often accompanies change. Rather than clinging to the way things were, a flexible approach allows you to adjust your perspective and find new ways to thrive in changing circumstances. This adaptability not only helps you manage stress more effectively, but also encourages continuous learning and development. With each shift, whether it's in your personal life, career, or relationships, the ability to adapt opens doors to new opportunities that may have been previously unseen. What once seemed like a challenge or disruption can become a chance to evolve, discover new passions, or refine your skills. Change can push you out of your comfort zone, but it is often in those moments of discomfort that growth happens most profoundly. Ultimately, by accepting and adapting to change, you foster resilience. You learn to trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, and this confidence empowers you to face future challenges with greater ease. In this way, change, rather than being something to fear, becomes a gateway to personal evolution and deeper fulfillment. 9. Avoiding judgment. Instead of jumping to conclusions, strive to understand others first. Taking the time to truly listen and consider another person's perspective fosters empathy, which is the foundation for stronger and more authentic relationships. By approaching situations with an open mind and withholding judgment, you create space for deeper, more meaningful interactions. When we rush to judgment, we often impose our own assumptions or biases, missing out on the opportunity to connect with the person in front of us. On the other hand, focusing on understanding helps build trust and emotional connection, as it shows a willingness to see the world through someone else's eyes. This shift in perspective not only enhances communication, but also nurtures compassion, allowing you to engage with others in a more thoughtful and considerate manner. In a world where misunderstandings can quickly arise, slowing down to understand the motivations, experiences, or struggles of others helps break down barriers and fosters a sense of unity. It encourages patience and helps dissolve the emotional distance that often forms when we rush to judgment. Over time, this practice of understanding not only improves individual relationships, but also contributes to a more harmonious environment, whether at home, work, or in social settings. By promoting empathy and deepening our connections, we move beyond surface-level interactions and create more meaningful bonds that are built on mutual respect and care. This approach cultivates stronger emotional resilience and allows us to navigate relationships with greater wisdom and compassion. 10. Practicing non-violence. Non-violence extends beyond the absence of physical harm, encompassing the avoidance of harmful words, actions, or even thoughts. By cultivating compassion and exercising emotional control, we foster more harmonious and fulfilling relationships, both in personal and professional settings. Embracing non-violence means making a conscious effort to refrain from harsh words or reactions that can inflict emotional pain on others. It requires mindfulness, ensuring that our communication and behavior are guided by empathy and understanding rather than anger or frustration. This practice nurtures trust and emotional safety in relationships, encouraging open dialogue and reducing the potential for conflict. Non-violence also demands control over our internal responses. When faced with challenging situations, reacting out of anger or impulse can escalate tensions. However, by maintaining composure and acting with kindness, we not only preserve peace in the moment, but also set the tone for more productive and respectful exchanges in the future. In professional environments, this approach fosters a culture of collaboration and mutual respect, leading to healthier work dynamics and improved teamwork. By committing to non-violence in thought, word, and deed, we actively contribute to a more compassionate and connected world. This practice empowers us to handle conflicts with grace and understanding, transforming potential discord into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. In doing so, we build stronger, more resilient relationships that are rooted in mutual respect, empathy, and the shared goal of reducing harm in all aspects of life. Thank you for joining us on this journey at Lighthouse of Buddhist. Remember, true peace comes not from controlling the external world, but from mastering your inner self. Through mindfulness, compassion, and non-attachment, you can navigate life's ups and downs with clarity and calm. If you found value in today's insights, be sure to subscribe for more wisdom to light your path. Together, let's continue cultivating a life of harmony, growth, and emotional freedom.